weekend edition of the podcast, and we are coming to you. Well, I'm coming to you solo. So, yeah, I'm really pissed off. I'm really fucking pissed off because AEW finally dropped the brackets for the tag team tournament, but it's looking more and more like we're gonna wind up with the same old shit we always wind up with: FTR versus the Young Bucks, which I swear to God, I hope we don't get. Like, I'm tired of seeing that match. We've seen that match like a million fucking times. Please just stop fucking giving us this match. Like, just move on. Like, I really hope the Outrunners beat the Young Bucks, or like one of the other teams beat the Young Bucks. Cause holy fuck, we know FTR is going against fucking the Hurt Syndicate. Who cares? Like, I don't want to see the Young Bucks versus FTR. So we get on Collision, we get Dustin Rhodes versus Lee Moriarty. And this match was pretty damn good. It was pretty fucking good. And Dustin beats Lee Moriarty. And then Kyle Fletcher comes out and does what Kyle Fletcher does. It says, I want my title. That title should have been mine. Fuck all the bullshit. The title should have been mine. Okay, cool. Cool. I get it. We're going to that. Let's go with that. So then we had Juice Robinson, who was filling in for Colton Gunn, or Austin Gunn, one of the Guns, in his tag match. But they're in a tag tournament. And they're going up against Billy and Brian Keefe. So, okay, they're cutting a promo. Then we had Toni Storm talk to Lexi Nair, and she basically says she's going to beat the shit out of Athena when she catches her. Which, I mean, I can't wait for that to happen. It happens later on in the show, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So then we have Brian Keefe and Big Bill versus, they called them the Gun Club still, but no, the Bang Bang Gang. They called them the Bang Bang Gang, not the Gun Club. The Bang Bang Gang. And I'm like, they're not. It's just two of them. And Colton and Juice win. So they go on to the next round. The thing that bothered me, and like I find out through Fightful, that Jay White may need shoulder surgery and he may be out longer than we thought. And he's right now taking time to see if he needs the surgery. So we go to the back and they're talking about a $400,000 match is happening. And Don Callis comes up to Shane Taylor promotion and he's talking to Shane Taylor and he's like, listen, he's like, we're going to win this match. We're going to work together and we're going to do it like this. I'm going to get $300,000 and you get $100,000. And Shane goes, yeah. And then like as Don Callis leaves, you see how pissed off Shane is. Like, I hate you. But then later on, he doesn't do shit to make it apparent. He doesn't do shit later on. And it's like, oh, okay. So then we had Max Caster come out, who's the best wrestler alive. And Anthony Bowens comes out. And Anthony Bowens just starts beating the dog shit out of Max Caster. He beats him, mollywops him, pins him, and then he just beats him again. And Billy just pushes him off. And Billy's like, no, stop. And then Billy helps Max Caster, but Anthony Bowens gets pissed off and walks away. So, to me, all this is doing is going right to where I said it was going to go. The Acclaimed are getting back together. Good for them. So, then we had a weird thing, because we have the matriarchy. They're in the back. And A.R. Fox comes up. And A.R. Fox starts talking shit to him. And they say, go find a partner, and we'll have a tag match later. So we get to the next match, which is a $400,000 match. And Tony Schiavone literally says on commentary, A.R. Fox is going to have to find somebody for that tag match. As he's saying it, the graphic is on the bottom. He goes, oh, I guess he found somebody. It's, what is his name? Oh, God damn it. I forgot his fucking name. The dancing dude. Whatever the fuck his name is. That guy. Aguilera, not Aguilera, whatever his name is. Who gives a fuck? But Tony Schiavone literally just goes, he has to find him a partner, and the graphics right there in the corner. This is the fucking second time they fucked up with the graphics. They need to stop fucking up with the graphics. Like, you're having a great show, stop fucking up with the graphics. So then we had the 8-man, which was the Outrunners, Ishii, Hologram versus Don Callis Family and Shane Taylor Promotion, and the Hologram luck can't be stopped because Hologram and the team won, and they needed a little tiny help from the Paragon. So then we had the Triad of Evil, the Triangle of Evil. I'm calling them the Triad of Evil, and it's Julia, Sky Blue, and Tekla. They're all together. They're the Triad of Evil. That's cool. They ran up against Rachel Ellering, Lady Luck, and Maserati. And they beat the shit out of them. They look good. Then after the match, Queen Aminata comes down. And Queen Aminata's eye is fucked up. So just like the shave shit that happened to Sky Blue, the same shit is happening to Queen Aminata. And before she could do anything, she gets attacked by Megan Bayne. And they're looking at Megan Bayne. And they're like, yeah, you did it. And Megan Bayne walks off. And I'm like, but Queen Aminata is going to wind up being with the group. So that's a thing. Then we had Stokely. And Stokely's pissed off. And he's still pissed off at Adam Copeland. So this is what I think is going to happen. They're going to go through, FTR is going to go through, win the whole tournament. And at Forbidden Door, Edge is going to come out. Edge is going to come out, and you're going to think he's alone, and then all of a sudden Christian's going to come out. They're going to beat the shit out of him, and then we're going to have that for Toronto, which is in September, FTR versus Edge and Christian, and Edge and Christian probably win the tag titles. I'm okay with that. So then we had a backstage with the conglomeration and the Paragon. And so Kyle O'Reilly's celebrating with Hologram, and he goes, you should take Roddy out for his birthday because today's his birthday. And Hologram hasn't said a fucking word. And Hologram's like, wait, what? So yeah, that was a thing. I was like, well, goddamn, dude, that kind of sucked. But hey, man, shit happens. He got fucked. So AR Fox and Angelino, whatever his fucking name is, they wrestle Skip and Zip. Or Skip and Nick. Oh shit, it's Skip and Nick. That works. Skip and Nick. And Skip and Nick win because, you know, the matriarchy is a thing. So they keep talking about Christian, so Christian's gonna come back soon. Christian may come back with Edge and beat up like the matriarchy, but I will rather him just skip the line and just go straight to the tag titles. That would be cool for me. So then we got this weird ass Chris Statlander promo where Renee asks her about Willow. She goes, you know what? Like, it's over. Like, Willow, like, thank you. Thank you for not caring about me, not wanting to be with me. You know what? I'm fine. Because you can always bet on Stat. And she left, and it was like, what is going on here? Like, what is this promo? Like, why, like, it seems like she's more obsessed with, like, I just want to know what AEW's fascination is with keeping Willow and Statlander, like, just keep intertwining them together. It's like, let them do their own thing. Let them go on separate paths. Like, right now is the perfect time to just let it happen. Let Chris Statlander go kick some ass and let her be with the Death Riders or whatever she's going to do. Let her go on her path. Let Willow go on her path. Just keep them away from each other. If you're going to put them together as a tag team and fix them, fix them. That's it. Just do nothing else. Because this shit is irritating. Like, every fucking couple of weeks. Oh, we're beefing. Oh, we're friends. Oh, we're beefing. Oh, we're friends. Willow on Dynamite made it so clear that she's moving on to Tekla. And they were like, nope, Chris, we're going to bring it back to you and her. And this didn't even feel like a blow off. Like she was like, "I'm done with you." The way she said she was done with her, I'm like, "You're not done with her. You're definitely not done with her. This is irritating. Just let it go. Let these two people have their own lives separate of each other. Stop putting them back together." Jesus Christ, it's not that fucking hard. It is really not that hard. But it is what it is. So then we had the main event, which was Athena versus Alexander Winter. And this was a really good match. This whole entire Collision show was fucking awesome as far as the in-ring shit. The in-ring shit on this Collision show was fucking awesome. Like, we come on here and say this every fucking week how good Collision is. This is one of those weeks where it's like, you're watching the show going, oh shit, Collision has the best wrestling. And I know people be like, oh, well, the whole AEW... Collision is the show where they give less of a fuck about backstage promos and other shit, and they just go, yo, we're just gonna go balls to the wall in the ring. We're just gonna keep kicking ass. That's what they did this whole entire show. Like there wasn't a bad match on this show. Everything was good. And this Athena Alexander Winter match like capped it off. And then after the match, they started beating Alex's ass, and then Toni came in, and they started beating Toni's ass, and it looked like they were gonna cash in. But then Alexander Winter came and helped her. And so Toni and Alexander Winter, they beat the shit out of the minions, and it was over. And basically, like, it's a thing. Like, so I figure Alex is going to help her, like, when the time comes. Alex is going to help Toni, her being Toni. She's going to help Toni. And the thing is, I feel like she's going to help her, but she's not going to help her in the way that you think. Because I don't think she's going to, like, cross her over. I think she's going to try to help her. And because she's trying to help her, Toni is going to get lost. And that's when Athena's going to capitalize. And that's what I think is going to happen. That's exactly what I think is going to happen. Because, like, Toni's losing the title, and I would rather it be to fucking Athena. I would rather that. I just would rather that happen. So that was the AEW portion. Now, before we go to the WWE portion, I saw so many fucking people do the dumbest fucking thing online. Do the dumbest fucking thing online. And this is why I saved this part to the end, because it connects into the SmackDown thing. I saw so many people do the dumbest shit online. Hulk Hogan died, and WWE is where he's from, is his home, and they were doing all these tributes and all of this shit for him. All this bullshit for him. So then some people start getting in their feelings going, well, why isn't AEW saying anything? That is so fucked up. And we're all sitting there going, AEW said that they wanted nothing to do with him or his wife in the beginning when they started because of the racist bullshit that they didn't want to be fucking part of. They was like, we don't want to be affiliated with this shit. That's exactly what Toni said. He was like, I don't want to be affiliated with this shit, so I would never bring Hulk Hogan here. He said, yes, he's one of the biggest stars, but I would never bring him here because of all of the racist bullshit he said. And that was a thing since the very beginning. And then people start crapping on them online. And Tony Schiavone, in the middle of the show, sitting at the desk, he decided to say his piece on like the rest in peace Hulk Hogan. He was a great big deal on TNT, where we are right now. He helped with WCW. Like, all of that stuff's great. And like, I feel like he is a big star. Yes, he's a big star. I felt like they were pressured into saying something, which, I mean, they can say something if they want to, but it felt like they were pressured into saying something, and they didn't make a big to-do out of it. They didn't do like this big tribute thing. They just said it in the middle of the show and moved on. And that's how you should have handled it. Like, for somebody who tarnished their legacy and did something without apologizing and just said, hey, just don't get caught, brothers. Instead of actually apologizing. The same fucking shit that if Tessa Blanchard ever apologized and said, yo, I'm a fucked up person and like I did some fuck shit, even if you didn't mean it, it would go a long way. Hogan, nope. I'm just gonna say some racist shit. The bad part was like if he would have said this shit out in front of people and like they would have called him, then he would have apologized. Like, all right, I mean, we could have gave that a lot more leeway than being openly fucking racist behind closed doors and where nobody is around. Nobody around. Like the other stuff is like, oh, people are around. I could do it for shock value and like get my name in the news. Like anything. It could be for anything. Behind closed doors, saying a hard ER and just getting down and dirty. Nope. Nope. You can't come back from that. If you years later be like, I was fucked up, I was in a bad place, whatever. Kind of a little bit of leeway, be like, all right, you know what? All right, I kind of get it. Nah, he didn't even try that. He didn't even fucking try that. So why wouldn't people still be mad at him even during his death? And I don't understand why some people are sitting there going, you can't be mad at that. He died, so you can't be mad at that. The fuck do you mean? The fuck do you mean? Of course I can still be mad at it. He disrespected us and then acted like, hey, I'm not even going to say anything about it. When it was multiple chances, and then when people yell at you for being wrong, you go, oh, it was because, NWO stuff or something. Not really that. And it's like, you can't be that fucking delusional. You couldn't be that fucking delusional. And here we are at his passing, and people are going, oh, who gives a fuck? Because you made it this way. And I hate how people are going, I can't believe people are this vile. Like, he was a racist. He was a fucking racist. He did a lot of other horrible shit, but you're just going to sit there and go, nah, you can't say that. But whatever. So WWE opened up the show with this big ass tribute. You can see who actually felt the way and who didn't want to fucking be there. There was a lot of people that did not want to fucking be there. There was somebody in the front row and she was trying her best to put on a front like, you know what? I am happy. And it's like, bitch, I don't want to be here. And they did this whole thing with him, blah, 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 whatever. So they move on, and Logan Paul is the first person out. And Logan Paul does the best heel thing ever. Logan Paul goes, I know you guys love me. You guys were just cheering for me in the last segment, chanting my name. Because they were chanting Hogan. He totally stole that. And I was like, you know what? I like this guy. I like how much of an asshole he is. And he just straight up took this. I like this. I was happy. I was really happy. So he's talking shit, and then Jelly Belly comes out, and Jelly Belly is talking shit to him. Drew comes out, Randy comes out. They setting up for their tag match. You know what? The match is gonna happen. It's on the card. I'm just like, all right. So then we have a promo for the Lucha Associates, which is actually really fucking hilarious because it's Andrade and Phoenix. They're going for the tag titles later, but they're just like in the fucking wild, just talking, dressed up in suits. And I'm like, oh, they're the Lucha Associates. Cool. So then we had Lexi versus Roxy with Charlotte on the outside and Raquel on the other side. Lexa broke her nose, and this is how much you have to love Charlotte. Because Lexa broke her nose. She got back in the ring. Roxy pinned her. Charlotte comes in the ring. Charlotte comes immediately in the ring because that's what she was supposed to do after the match to check on Lexi. She saw her nose bleeding and Charlotte immediately went into the care mode. She was like, oh my God, are you okay? And Lexi goes, dude, we're still in character. Relax. She's like, I know, but you have so much blood. And she's like, I'm fine. You can see Lexi talking her down from like being regular Ashley and being Charlotte. She's like, bring it back. Cause like they're supposed to like just be work friends on the show. And like she was like, you could see it in her face when she looked at her and just leapt in to just go, oh my God, I need to help. And Lexa was like, I'm fine. We have to bring it down just a little bit. I know that you want to help, but just bring it down a little bit. It was so cute. But that happened. So then Kathy is interviewing Jade Cargill. But in the background, you see Solo talking to The Miz. So Jade walks away, and Chelsea Green, the Secret Hervis, comes up, and she tells the Secret Hervis to go get some coffee, and then she starts talking shit about Jade. And Jade was right behind her. Jade mollywopped her, put her on her back, and walked her all the way out to the ring with her on her back, grabbed the referee while he was standing there by his collar, drugged the referee out with Chelsea on her back, and threw the referee out there, threw Chelsea down, and got in the ring, and she fought Chelsea Green. She beat her up. Then the Secret Hervis came in. The Secret Hervis, after Jade beat Chelsea, the Secret Hervis comes in, and they start beating up Jade. Then they get their ass kicked by Tiffy. This is actually weirding me out a little, because why did Tiffy help Jade? That was weird. So she helped Jade, and then Jade picked up the women's title, and she had the title, and you could tell Tiffy looks pissed. Tiffy looked pissed after that. So then we had a backstage with Lexa and Charlotte, and Lexa was cleaning up the blood on her nose. Once again, Charlotte keeps forgetting that we're on camera and we're supposed to be playing this role, and Lexa's like, I'm fine. And Charlotte just pats her in the head and goes. But it was, like I said, Charlotte's normal is coming out. And she's like, I'm glad that she's a face now and people love her. And that's really awesome. So we had Cody come out. Cody's cutting a promo about how he's going to beat John Cena next week. He also put a little Hogan thing in there. I mean, you can't help it. He's the quarterback of the show. I mean, people got mad at it. He's the quarterback. I mean, what are you going to say? So then we get Miz and Jacob Fatu. Miz starts talking shit to Jacob Fatu because of the MFTs. And he slaps the shit out of Jacob Fatu and says, yo, me and you, we're having a match later. Okay. So then we had an Aleister Black, Damian Priest promo. And they started talking shit to each other. And they said they're going to have a match next week. Not at SummerSlam, but the SmackDown before SummerSlam. Hooray. Hooray. There's another match that gets announced for SmackDown that pisses me off, but we'll get to that in a minute. So then we had Solo and Miz. It ended when Miz got his ass beat. The MFTs came out, beat the shit out of Jacob Fatu. Jimmy comes out to help. And then Solo winds up getting beat up at the end. So Solo's laid out. Then Talatonga comes up and chokeslams the dog shit out of Jacob Fatu and lays him out. So that's a thing. Then we had the Street Profits talking to DIY. And DIY is like, we have a plan to get the tag team titles back. And Street Profits is like, man, shut the hell up. And they started beefing. They didn't fight each other. They started beefing. And it leads to something cool later on, which I'm actually happy about. When we get to it, it's fun. So we have Zelina Vega walking up on Julia, and she wants her title back. But Kiana James is a representative of Julia, which I'm happy that they're bringing Kiana back on TV. And she is now part of Julia's faction because she's a representative. So next week is going to be Julia versus Zelina on SmackDown for the US title. Yeah, it's not going to be on the pay-per-view. It's definitely not going to be on the pay-per-view. So, yeah, whatever. So then we get to the main event. It's Andrade and Phoenix. And they're coming out because they're going to take on the tag team champions, which are the Wyatts. And we'll get to that because, you know how they come out and then they go to commercial. Then they come back and they have this match. This match is going good. And then it just goes off the rails because everybody gets involved. And every tag team shows up and they just start fighting. And they're fighting and they're fighting. And Nick Aldis comes out and was like, no, fuck this. It's like, fuck all of this. It's like, I'm tired of this shit. At SummerSlam, you guys want to fuck around, keep fighting? TLC match, SummerSlam, all of the tag teams. I was like, oh shit. We're getting a TLC match at SummerSlam. At night 2 of SummerSlam, we're getting a TLC match with the Wyatts, Street Profits, DIY, Fraxium, the Lucha Associates, and Motor City Machine Guns. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is a TLC match with all of those teams. Oh boy. This is going to be great. Now, I saw some people bring up, hey, what happened to Angel and Humberto? They're the AAA tag champs. Well, WWE decided, hey, you know what? Instead of just letting them be, we're going to do something and we're going to bring them onto a YouTube video and have them have an open challenge for the AAA tag titles on SmackDown. When? I don't know. But we're going to talk about it. We're not even going to air this on a regular thing. We're just going to put this on YouTube. Yeah. And I was just so fucking mad. Like, those guys they deserve to be on there. And Mello tweeted something about being left off the show, which I totally agree. Mello wasn't even on any part of the show. And that pisses me the fuck off. Like, Triple H knows how to book some stuff. Like, I really want it to be in cycles. I really want to believe, oh, Triple H books in cycles. He books in cycles. I want to believe he books in cycles. I want to believe he has this set of guys that's going to come in right now, but in a few weeks, he's going to take those guys out and put the other guys who's been sitting in the back for a while. I'm going to bring those guys. I'm going to do this. Because that's how it felt for a while. Like a couple months ago, it's like, oh, I have a cycle. I'm going to put these people in, and then when shit goes down, I'm going to switch them out and bring these people in and let them get a rest. But then it just was like, no, I'm just going to run with these people and I'm going to keep running with them. And we'll see. We'll see. I'm really praying that he does something with Mello because it's looking more like a minute or two, Mello's going to be walking out that door and walking right into another company. That's what it feels like to me. Because, like, holy shit, like, you're not doing nothing. This guy can get over. This guy can be a fucking star. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, buddy. Like, you might have to go on out. He hasn't failed. Like, he wrestled Randy. He wrestled Randy 3 times. Randy wanted to wrestle him again. It wasn't like, oh, like, Randy figured out a way to wrestle him again because Randy wanted to wrestle him. That's how good Mello was. But right now, it's like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but, like, shit needs to happen. So, that was that. So, AAA had a show. AAA had a show, and it was just a regular show. Apparently, Alberto De Patron is now no longer with AAA. He lost a match, and apparently he's going from AAA. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but like, all right, good. So in the main event, it was Vikingo, and I forgot who Vikingo was facing. It was somebody else. So Vikingo was in the main event, and all of a sudden, Dragon Lee came out because Dragon Lee was going to challenge him. All of a sudden, some dude with a fucking mask shows up and beats the shit out of both of them. Dude, he took off this fucking mask and the crowd pop. I have never heard a pop like that before. He took off the mask and it was Dominic Mysterio. And that pop when he took off that mask, ooh boy. I'm looking like, this dude is so fucking over. Like, Oh my God, it was crazy. So it became official at Triple Mania. This is the main event of Triple Mania, and it's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube. They announced this officially. The main event of Triple Mania is a four-way for the Mega Championship. Is El Grande Americana Venti versus Dragon Lee versus the champion Vikingo and Dominic Mysterio. So I'm not even joking. I'm okay with Dominic losing the the Intercontinental title to AJ Styles. All right, lose it to AJ Styles. I want him to win the title down there. I want him to beat Vikingo and win the title. And the pop was so huge and the moment was so big that even Rey Mysterio had to say something. Rey Mysterio went on the Instagram and said, "Damn, maybe you are the better Mysterio." And I'm like, wow. Like you had Rey agree to that. And I swear to God, somebody said this and like it made me laugh and it made everybody that read the comment laugh because of the pop that Dominic got in Mexico. The person goes, "Why can't Triple H book this guy to be a star?" And everybody just laughed at this guy and went, "Why the fuck do you think the pop was so fucking big? Because he's a fucking star on Raw and everybody knows who he is." That's how it happened. Triple H booked him to be this way. What the fuck? Like, are you crazy? Like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Like, people are so dumb these days. Like, it's crazy. So, that is the episode. Like, there's not much other news that happened. There's not much other news that. There's not even stuff that I even care to talk about. Because, like, nothing else really happened. The lineup for the 2 nights of SummerSlam came out. And there's notable people missing, but there's also notable spots that are just like open because it's like it's supposed to be an 8-match show each night, but there's only 6 matches on Saturday, and with the TLC getting added, that's 7. So that means it's one more match, and I'm real. I'm thinking that the other match, if this person isn't injured, if Stephanie Vaquer isn't injured, the other match will probably be Stephanie and the Bellas versus the Secret Hervits and Chelsea Green. Like I've been saying that for a while that this is gonna happen. So it may still get announced. It may still get announced because it's a big match. It's a really huge match. But I don't know. Like I don't know because WWE has been very weird. And I think just if they did it the right way, because Russell Volts did say Stephanie Vaquer is supposed to be getting a big push. So if they align her with the Bellas, who are huge already, you align her with the Bellas, put her on one of the biggest shows of the year, and people will be like, "Oh shit!" Like she's a huge deal, and then roll that into Paris where she gets her title shot against whoever the champion is, would work. And because of the little interaction she had with Naomi, I'm like, maybe it could be Naomi versus her. Maybe. Like, maybe that could be a thing. Like, we'll see. We'll see. I really hope it's a thing because it feels like it's something that will be awesome. And also, everybody is waiting for Stephanie versus Rhea. I would bank that until WrestleMania. And let Stephanie go heel. I would go with Stephanie go heel, Rhea stay face, and go from there. Like, I wouldn't do both faces against each other. I would do a heel and a face. So I would turn Stephanie because Stephanie likes being a heel, and Rhea is like super face. So I would go with that. That feels like that would be the move. I would work with that. Also, I would work with Sammy being the number one contender and winning the title. We'll go with that. Like this stuff that you could see right now being formed for WrestleMania, and that's only if you're looking hard enough. That's only if you're looking hard enough. Like, hey, that's a thing. So I mean, we'll see. And I have this. I don't know how I feel about whatever happened with Bayley, because Bayley after SmackDown got really like she went off about not being on SummerSlam. But I think it was in character. I think it was in character. I'm not saying it wasn't. I think it was in character. I think it was in character. Even though it was after the show, I still think it was in character. She has been voicing her frustration with not being booked and doing stuff. I get it. I get it. So I would not be opposed to when the contract runs out, she goes to AEW. I mean, it's not bad over there. I mean, she'll have fun. Like, she'll have fun with Mercedes, which is her tag team partner. They'll have fun. And, like, the division will get a new bump, and it's like, oh, like, women's wrestling is back, baby. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm not against that. And I'm all for people leaving WWE if you're not being treated the way they should treat it and not. It's a lot of people who should be going, and like I like I'm going to give Triple H to the end of summer, middle of September on Mello. If he doesn't book Mello, I'm just going to start my campaign and let Mello go. Like, I'm just going to start my Mello has to go to AEW because like I said, I'll give him to the middle of September. After that, Mello has to go. Like, Mello has to go. He has to leave because he's not going to treat you right. Like, he's not going to treat you right. I'm giving him to just the middle of September. Middle of September. If nothing happens, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta get the fuck out of there. Like, there's no reason to stay here. There's no fucking reason to stay here. Like, I know that this is the dream, but like, there's no reason to stay. So yeah. So I mean, like I said, there's not much going on. That's the show. So yeah.